Salve, salve galera, tudo beleza? Estamos aqui no Sambódromo do IMB, onde neste domingo se realiza o Gulf Speed Festival, patrocinador da Williams, a Gulf Oil, né? Marca tradicional no automobilismo, aliás, realizou aqui este evento para celebrar um ano da operação da marca no Brasil e trouxe aqui para São Paulo Alex Albon, piloto anglo-tailandês do time britânico. E nós tivemos acesso exclusivo ao competidor para uma entrevista em vídeo, que é o que você assiste agora. Então dá o confere, já deixa o like, se inscreva no canal e ative as notificações. Alex, first of all, nice to have you here.
Thank you very
With
much.
the heat, the weather is okay for you?
Yeah, this is nice. It's the UK is quite cold right now, and this is good. I feel like Europe's now is just starting to get a bit cold. So yeah.
Do you know what happens in this summer?
I heard this is a carnival street, right? So and also Formula E, of course. But yeah, I heard a lot of shows go on here. So
do you like carnival?
I've never been to a carnival before. We don't really have them.
Is this your first time in Brazil apart from Formula 1?
Yes. Yeah. So nice to actually see a bit more of the city. Obviously, we normally never really get to leave the hotel or the circuit, but this was a bit more time now just to explore a bit more. So yeah, I mean, I've only landed yesterday morning.
Yes.
But still, it's been nice.
And what about the event so far? You'll be running the show car, a proper functioning show car.
Yeah.
And a lot of people already here.
Yes.
So what do you have to say about it?
Yeah, it's very cool. It's the first show car, I think, for Williams in a long time. It's just nice to be able to give the fans a bit more of a connection to the sport that's not always that accessible at a racetrack. Golf and ourselves, having an event like this, it feels like it's just one step of kind of opening up to the Latin America world, and I'm very excited to be here.
And we will be having the Brazilian Grand Prix in a week, a month actually from now.
Yes.
Expectations particularly for Brazil, and the rest of the season we have the USGP, Mexico, and the rest of the championship.
Exactly, it's a kind of the west side of the leg of the year. So always a tough triple header. We end in Brazil, and it's a track that I think with the weather, I mean, it's good weather today, but sometimes there's always some rain coming around.
Yes.
It's a physical track as well. Everyone's quite tired from the triple header. So there's a bit going on. When I think about the rest of the races this year, Brazil stands out to me as the race where there's the most opportunity with the weather and everything. If you want to score points in a midfield team, you want to try to do it here.
This point is interesting because we talked about the race last year, and you didn't have a good expectation for Interlagos. Now, is it different for you as a team?
Yeah, definitely changing. Let's just take some of the races this year: Monaco, Singapore, tracks that we've not been good at previously, and we've been very good at this year. Let's look at Brazil, and it's a track I would say quite similar to Monaco and Singapore. There's no walls, but actually low speeds style circuits. They're tracks that have always hurt us, and this year we've actually been quite good at them.
And talking a bit about the future, 2025, 2026, you have a long contract with Williams. Teammates changing. How is the team in this moment, Alex?
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, we're still hungry. I think in many ways we feel like the cars got much quicker, but we actually haven't always delivered on in terms of results these last couple races. But the energy is good. It's really nice, and it creates a very positive atmosphere when the car is there every weekend. The chance for points is there. As a driver, but also as a team at the factory, it's very motivating. It makes us all want to push on more. So I would be lying if I told you the feeling right now is a mixture of hunger and excitement.
And now as Franco Colapinto with your team and future, we will have Carlos Sainz. So how does that change your perspective of teamwork and so on?
Not much, honestly. Realistically, a lot of the focus now is going now towards next year's car. This is the time of the year where all the teams start to
focus
and we've done pretty much all our upgrades now for the rest of the year. In terms of teammates, not too much. I think there's just starting the communication with Carlos about where the car's at, and
so you are already chatting about this topic.
I mean, chatting already before he signed the contract, as he wanted to know where the team was at. But for the most part, we're just as I said, just finding our our feet a little bit, but yeah, that's about it.
And Franco apparently started his journey in a good form.
Yeah.
What do you think of him as a driver?
Yeah, very quick, very relaxed as a driver as well. I think it's very natural to him to get into the sport. Some drivers are quite tense and a bit nervous. He doesn't seem to feel that way. He's come in and straight away being quick on tracks as well that have been very difficult.
Alex, we're in Brazil. I have a easy question for you. Will Gabriel Bortoleto be driving in Formula 1 next year? What do you think about this?
I don't know. I think it's going to be tight. I don't think there's an obvious answer, and I think even Franco is also going into the mix. So from everything I saw, it sounded like it was happening, like there was a good chance. And then obviously, I haven't spent so much. I think you guys know more.
Yeah.
more the talks of the paddock. But I think he would be a great addition. I think you've seen the drivers that have come in from F2, Kimi, Ollie, Franco. They have been competitive straight away, and I don't see why another addition wouldn't be quick as well.
Okay, and now you have this break, a long break before Austin. So what's the plan for these
not
days?
much. It's actually a very busy period.
It's not like the vacation of the summer.
No, I mean it's the same amount of time, but the teams still work in the 3 weeks. So
no curfew.
no curfews, and marketing still work. So that means that we end up doing a fair bit. So we're in Brazil now, obviously. I'll go back to the UK after this. We'll do a block of simulator work and factory work, just trying to prepare a bit for next year, trying to understand also some of the upgrades, as we've got a bit of time now to kind of process all the data and have a chat about it. And then that's it really. I personally go to China after that and watch my girlfriend play some golf, and then head to Austin.
Thailand?
No, unfortunately not. It's this schedule we have this year is quite awkward.
Yes, it is quite a lot actually.
So yeah, we've had awkward breaks at the beginning of the year. We had like one week race, 1 week off, 1 week race, 1 week off, and then this final part of the season has become super condensed. So we don't have too much time.
And a final question, Alex. I'd like to ask you about Daniel Ricciardo, now being released by RB. Any words about his final journey in Formula 1? You have a good contact with him, and you know how difficult it is to drive for the Red Bull teams in Formula 1.
Yeah, it's obviously tough. I really like Daniel. I think he's a super person, a great ambassador for the sport as well. Obviously, the decision itself can't really speak about.
Yes.
I think I imagine in some ways, the fact that Ollie and Franco have done so well, it kind of motivates Red Bull to start rethinking about the youth.
And Liam did a good job as well.
Liam did already a good job. But yeah, of course, I feel for Daniel. I think he's a super driver as well, more than anything else. So I'm sure he's going to find his feet and do something. I don't know what it would be. I could see him doing something like NASCAR or something.
Do you think so?
Well,
NASCAR racing?
I just see him as someone who would he enjoys his life. I feel like he has such a huge
he has good links with the US.
With the US, exactly. So I could see something like that.
Nice. And did you have any invitation to race in the Stock Car Brazil series already, Alex?
I haven't had any invitation. Weirdly, one of my old engineers was on my flight to Brazil, coincidentally, because there's a stock car race this weekend.
Yeah, in Buenos Aires, actually.
In Buenos Aires.
Next weekend.
So we were flying together because my flight stops in Sao Paulo, then it goes to Buenos Aires, and yeah, it was interesting. He was talking to me a bit about stock car, and obviously the level is extremely high.
Yes.
I'd be interested to drive one. I'd be interested to know what it's like.
We'll let Felipe Massa and Rubens Barrichello know, two former Williams F1 drivers, by the way. Alex, if you have any message to your Brazilian fans?
Yeah, well, firstly, thank you for supporting me. I love coming to your country. I love eating your food. Hopefully we can put on a good race for you and enjoy the weekend. Yeah, peace out.
That's it. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much.
Entrevista com Alex Albon, piloto da Williams na Fórmula 1 aqui no Gulf Speed Festival. Galera, não esqueça do like, se inscrever e ativar as notificações. Valeu, até a próxima.